Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War raid stream, week 32, day 6. So of course, raids is not the main thing we shall be doing today. We of course got the Depths of Sin yesterday, the new faction for obviously Sin and Mirage based on its name. And where'd you go? Where are you hiding from? And it's all the way in the corner over there. So now we're going to go do level 500 Deathless, which we weren't able to do because we were 2 battles short. But of course, we got those 2 battles today. We got specifically 3 battles. So we even have 1 loss of leeway. Probably 2 because we'll probably get a Valraven somewheres in there. But yeah, we'll do Deathless, do boom, boom, boom. And then we go try doing Pure Faction and see how it goes and go from there. And then we'll mess with all of our other dailies and everything. But obviously, main priority is get the new faction done, as we now have those 3 battles and we can do so. So as far as this going through the first few battles, we'll probably just do the team that we went all the way with. Might as well. It's actually the cheaper team, or I should say the mid-range team. Obviously uses double of legends and not excessively cheap. But this was the no mythic option. And we actually just ran it the entire time this time around. So I haven't used Tesla for a while for these, so figured why not. I just realized I'm still set to pure magic, aren't I? I should probably set to something a little bit more durable so we don't die. You'd also want to set to 20% mana start so you can get things rolling a bit quicker. Though it shouldn't make too big a deal for this very first battle, but I do want to make sure I change before we get to the other 2 battles, just to make sure nothing bad accidentally happens. But I'll go for Tesla, go for another Tesla, and we already won. We'll do it with this just to make sure we hopefully get a brown to get barrier. We unfortunately do not, but he just leaves one there. So we can easily just grab that, get our other explode. And surprised, nothing got full mana there. We only need 1 little cast and he dies out. And be good to go from there. So first one is out. Now I just need to go 2 more battles without dying. So let me go change up my tokens real quick, or medals I mean. Gotta make sure we're set correctly. Let's see. So we want extra armor, and we also want a medals for our 20%. So there we go. Any extra armor, of course, is for the boost ratio, or for its 2 things. One is to not die, or at least try to not die a little bit better. But the other main reason is, of course, she has boost ratio based on all armor in play. And all armor in play does include your side of the armor. So if you have higher armor, that slightly increases her amount of damage. Ooh, that's a little unfortunate. We got Bullet team here. This is actually slightly problematic because he's probably going to move our team before we can actually get to the final battle. Which will increase the chance that we actually die before the final battle. That's pretty problematic because one of our goals that we're trying to hit here is not dying. And even if he doesn't necessarily kill us here, which he likely won't, the bigger issue is more so him being able to make it so we die on the final battle. So hopefully he'll get skull distracted here because we really need it. So he'll go and take a skull. That is exactly what we want him to do. I think I'm going to have to take a risk here. Do we have enough durability to survive? Yes. So we'll go for this and just hope we get a brown there, but mostly just for the mana. And it looks like that is enough to kill. Let's double check the amount of damage we have, and that should be enough. And good. We were able to go deathless and without him casting, so he wasn't able to move us. So that's good. And then we'll go for our deathless battle here. And then comes the hard part, Pure Faction. We'll see how it goes. Oh, we still need to make sure we don't die here. But anyways, hello everyone. Hope all of you have been doing well this weekend. Hello, Gamora. Hello, Umsha. Let's see. Hello, Tyranny. Hello, Bill. Hello, Marcelo. Hello, Dan. Hello, Steve. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, actually, that's everyone. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. At least everyone who said hi with texts. Let's see. Give Thrall a try. I know, Thrall would be pretty good with this. Actually, though, then again, this is our final battle we could use it for. I do know that he's good. He's one of the best, if not the best, mana generators in the game. He just doesn't get immediate start. But once he gets going, he's just insane. Because he'll have, he actually has more mana accumulation than anything else in the game, oddly enough. Because he does destroy rather than explode. And ever since they did that rework, it's made him pretty good. Because he can destroy more than half the board. With the current amount of magic, especially in Delves. In Delves, he gets even more value because you have even more magic that you're able to tap into due to the bonuses that you have. It looks like 2 more casts here will end up killing out. I'm going to go for this explosion first. And that should pretty much be matched. I do want to get our last little bit of mana, and we do off a Cascade, and that is done. He'll go take a skull into barrier, which will do pretty much nothing. And then we kill him. Oh, don't do something. What are you trying to do? He almost got a kill there. He was thinking about it. There we go. There's our Deathless. Now for the hard part, Pure Faction time. So that we obviously knew we would probably get through in first attempt. This one, not so much. So now we need to go bring out Pure Faction for this place. Yeah, Thrall is very similar to Egg Thief, except it automatically has its destroy and doesn't need a gold-dependent troop. Okay, so next order of business. I actually don't have a team save for this, do I? I don't think I did, because I still need to go cover that video, which I was meaning to do. But my mom's birthday was today, and between waking up late and that, I actually did not get around to it. But yeah, we definitely will be very soon. We have pretty much all the teams set up. I think I might want to get one more like end game team to show, because we showed this, we showed this, we showed this. Pure Faction, I didn't actually bother setting up yet, and then like one other troop. Let's just move class high, I guess, into that position, because I want to show like one other like higher level delve team. And then obviously Pure Faction is what we put here, and let's go get those troops. So is the What of Sin? I always keep forgetting what this first part is called. The Depths of Sin, which is the most important part because that's what determines where it goes alphabetically. So my original game plan, and probably still my game plan right now, was actually to run one of each. The only thing I was considering doubling up on was potentially the Legend. Legend has boost ratio based on their attack, but I think I might just go one of each for the start. Let's see, what's the order we need again? You're not the tank. Where's the tank? One of you had a better reduction. So here's our tank. It destroys all skulls and gains life and armor boosted by skulls destroyed to make sure we don't die. We then have what should be this thing, which will create 8 skulls or 8 doom skulls boosted by my souls, and then summons a iron jaw. This is actually pretty good because it gets to keep doing our tank, which is nice. This is probably the one that could be replaced. However, it does mana generate for the other 3, which is the reason I kind of have been hesitant to do so. But it has create 8 to 12 purple, and then give all purple allies 1/4 of their mana. This will allow us to mana accumulate for all 3 of our other options, and it allows us to cover for green, so 1 whole additional color. So I think we're just going to do one of each. It seems a little bit like, it reminds me a lot of All-Seeing Eye, as far as the setup that this faction has. Obviously not exactly the same, but pretty similar. And we'll use the banner of the banner most likely. I mean the banner of the banner of the banner. The banner of the faction, which is +2 purple, +1 red, -1 brown. I don't think we need to do any change other than that. We could technically +1 that. We could theoretically +2 yellow. Actually, you know what? +2 yellow probably is a little bit better. Is there a -brown? Yeah, that's exactly what I need. +2 yellow, +1 purple. Never mind. We're actually going with Madness instead. We're not going to be running the banner of the banner. Gosh, I almost said it again. The banner of the banner. The banner of the faction. But anyways, yeah, we'll actually run with this other faction one, which was pretty recent. Wasn't this 2 factions ago? 1 faction ago? It was pretty recent. But we're going to run with this banner because I want to actually get this up as quickly as possible because it has boost ratio, and it'll be our primary damage source. So, hello, Mister. Hello, Jefferson. Hello, Simple. And hello, Cookie. Welcome, welcome. And thank you for the happy birthday. I will let my mom know that all of you have been saying happy birthday to her. Yeah, she had a pretty good birthday. She celebrated it with some other family earlier today, and then she celebrated at the house over here with me a little bit later in the day. And I did give her that other elephant. So now we only have 1 elephant. She has the other one. Yeah, I didn't want to order another one. Mostly due to it being a non-essential item. So I didn't want to like get something like that and make them have even more of a workload during something like a pandemic. So I just gave her the one I already had. Also, we got the pet of the of Cinemirage here. It's basically like a little sea serpent devil thingy. It's a really weird combination of things. But yeah, that's the one that gives us our little bit of bonus here, which since we're using a nice little mix of everything, I am actually going to go and upgrade here. And this will just give us a little bit extra stats for these battles. I don't think it's going to make or break these battles, but hey, we might as well get a little more stats than not a little more stats. Like if we look at what bonus it gives now, we can see it probably go up by like 1 or 2 as we give it up. So where's the Pure Faction? So here's the Pure Faction. We can see currently the bonuses that we are getting are the following. 2 magic, 6 HP, and 6 armor. Let's hope that goes up by 1 by doing this. So 266. Surprised it's not 666, though maybe the magic goes up as we go further into its upgrades. Well, it would, but then everything would. Well, I mean upgrading Cinemirage. Maybe the other one's a little bit more like that. But anyways, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the pet I was just on. Unfortunately, since I'm now off of it, it moved location. Upgrade, let's see. Is it higher than 266 now? Or is this going to stay at 266? We'll find out in a second. What's our bonuses now? Our bonuses are now, yep, there we go, 277. So we do gain +1/+1. So that was worth it. Definitely worth it for 2 more durability. Obviously not a huge amount, but that could be the difference between dead and not dead. We're also going to want to change our metal setup. Not by much, though. We're just going to want to set into seasons, of course, since we don't necessarily need an all-in armor. and has the same amount of durability but with some extra attack, so it's overall better. The only reason we set to pure armor earlier was because Tesla needed it for her damage boost ratio. But now that we don't, we can use it for seasons, which is one of the better medals in the game. Works for pretty much everything. But anyways, let's go give this a shot, see what happens. So we're going to use it with the high variety version first. Oh yeah, I need to go copy paste it over, don't I? Let me go do that. Let's see, pure faction. Cover that. Yeah, I'm considering double Tartarus, but given that we're giving him a +2 yellow, we might not need double Tartarus. Though the enchant would still help onto 2 of them, regardless of how we end up doing it. My main concern is not having a backup summon. Because if we get rid of the Iron Jaw, we don't have backup summon for the tank. Oh, wait, never mind. You're running Iron Jaw as your tank. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not sure if I would want to get the Inferno Machine. Because Inferno Machine's your backup summon. And it redoes your Iron Jaw. Like, you bring that into the following battle, you just redid your infinite Iron Jaw tank. He's slow, but seems safe. Because you don't necessarily need him for a skull creation. So how many skulls can he get up to? He'll be able to get up to 12 skulls. Or Doom Skulls. Which isn't that bad for 12 mana. It's basically a skull per mana. And he gets that summon on top of it. You don't need it at all. Are we not going to need it? I guess we'll have enough tankiness off of Iron Jaw. That's probably fine. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. Because this will speed it up, if nothing else. It makes it slightly less safe, but it will speed it up substantially. How many things have the word tart in their name? Gosh. Tartar. There we go. I don't think we need to change anything up. Make sure they're all leveled. Make sure they're all traded. All good. Okay, let's give it a shot. Yeah, we'll do it with double. Because that's the thing that's the slowest on our team. It's mostly just a safety precaution. But we'll try it without it. Should be fine. Do we need to make any other adjustments? I do not believe so, so let's give it a shot. And if we lose with this, we'll try the safer version. But we should be fine. As long as we tank up with our first slot. And nothing on the middle battle trolls us too much. Okay, let's see. Do we go for this now, or do we wait for mana? Well, we're going to have a full everything, so we might as well just wait. Do that. Let him do his thing. And now I'll go take a skull. Go throw 2 mighty pokes. Take every skull so he doesn't get to do anything. Throw mighty pokes on his resummon that he's about to try to cast. Or not his resummon, his mana accumulator. Let's see. Actually, speaking of that, we can just go for that now. Actually, let me wait. There's no alignment, so let him do his thing. Now we get this. Get all of our mana up. And rinse and repeat again. Okay, so let's go kill his last slot. I'm trying to kill his summoners. Seems to, actually, I probably should have left that last slot alive. So I could have focused on the summoners a little bit more. He's going to resummon off of that. Because that is 100% resummon right there. It's funny how he gains souls off of literally everything. He's not supposed to. Oh, could have taken that purple first. Whoops. And now he gets them out of it. I'll take that for now. I'm actually going to not cast him until we get a little bit more into kill range. Just so we can focus more on getting our last slot manas. Oh, again, I could take it 5 times right. I'm missing so many moves right now. Let's see. We'll go for the yellow. Hope it surges. Get it. And let's go kill his other summoner. So he doesn't have any summon left. Now we don't have to deal with that. And now it should be pretty smooth from here. That thing just keeps triggering to get like infinite souls. It's pretty funny. I'll take that over for now just to cycle the board a little bit. We'll try for some purple here. If nothing else, it gives them mana. Automatically. Only 3 mana, but hey, it's more than none. Let me get both of them to full mana before we do anything here. So we'll do that. Now we'll double tap his tank. Or at least the tankier of his 2 tanks. Too bad they don't gain attack, so you kill them a bit quicker. And it would also make the double a little bit easier in general. Even if you didn't have that boost ratio, just having higher attack so you could poke for higher. Even though they could too, you can normally counter out the enemy a bit more. I'll wait till he gets the full mana before we do anything. Yeah, I see why you kind of need 2. It's kind of slow. You got to do 1 single poke at a time, pretty much. That is such a weird glitch. He gains souls for literally any gem that anyone takes. That is pretty funny. Well, if nothing else, you get like infinite souls while you're doing Pure Faction this week with him. That'll probably be fixed by Monday. Though if that's not fixed for a while, that'll be kind of hilarious. It's not like overpowered. Like they could leave it like that and it wouldn't even be broken. But it is kind of funny. Though it is very annoying, that sound effect. And there's no way to disable that sound effect. Does it every single time. That's weird. He casted the other one first. If we had a way to kill him, that'd be great. But unfortunately, you do not have follow-up right now. Oh, there we go. Aha! Look at that. Right, let's go get our mana. Hopefully be both of them full, a little bit short. And then poke his first slot. And that will almost be match. Just need to get 1 billion more mana again. Almost feel like running magic with him, gosh, with how many times we have to cast. I'll move that over. I'm concerned if we're going to have enough stats for the final battle. We should hopefully have enough. Like, it's not like we're taking much damage, but obviously the final battle will have way more stats. And also have that one troop that boost ratios. And while we get better boost ratio on it, it still gets boost ratio nonetheless. Yeah, we need to basically never cast Iron Jaw unless he's close to death. And even if he's close to death, he might not even be worth casting him. There we go. Yeah, it seems pretty easy. It just seems slow. Like here, it's pretty safe. We'll obviously want to kill last slot first, and then worry about the eggs. But as long as it doesn't get something really annoying from dragons, I don't think there is anything too annoying that could pop up. So right here, does he explode the skulls or just destroy? No, he just destroys. So without Doom Skulls, it's not really worth going out of our way for right now. I guess let's go poke him. Then we'll go mana generate. Let's poke his last slot for 205 damage. Grab ourselves some purples. That then gives us double cast on him. And that kills him out before he can even disease us. Not like that would have mattered too much even if he did. Give him a skull, just a skull distract. Still even have the barrier as well. A little poke, we'll do that for mana. Wait till the other guy gets full mana before we cast. Or we could go now. We're actually going to go now because we can still feed him even if he's blocked. So let's kill the egg next. So go for that, get full mana from the 1/4 mana gain. Which even if he's blocked will still fill. I'm going to ignore trying to hit the dragon because he's going to convert anyways. So let's just keep going all in on Dragon Egg. And there we go, Dragon Egg killed. And I always have to deal with whatever the summons are. So let's just get mana again. And repeat the cycle. And now it's fine to take skulls now that he's not a baby dragon anymore. So I'll actually be taking the damage. Unlike before. I'll grab some yellow. Let's see. Get our purple in there. Grab our poke. Grab our other poke. Our banner is +2 yellow, +1 purple right now, right? Yeah, that should be fine. I don't think we need to change that. I like the yellow going directly into him, plus we still have purple bonus. +2 purple, +1 yellow would also work in a way. However, it doesn't 2-turn him. And I believe it also minuses a different color that we wouldn't want to minus necessarily. Okay, there is one thing I do need to make sure I do, though. I need to make sure this Iron Jaw survives to the final battle, so I'm going to have to cast there. To get his durability back up, and luckily he gains almost all of his mana as well. So we'll do that. That's mostly just to get him out of kill range. And we can just cast him again to get out of kill range if we so choose. But he'll go do a bunch of conversion there. Not really one that really hinders us at all too much. I think we just go for full mana on the other guy first if we can. Who's that again? Deal damage to an enemy and last enemy boosted by blue gems. And just create some blue. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's a really useless spell reduction one. The only problem with that is it has such a high spell reduction. So I am going to want to immediately kill out his first slot and overkill it. just to make sure we can start killing her with skulls, because cast damage is going to do almost nothing to her. Just out of safety's sake, I am going to go for this, just to get us our mana. We also get to see what his baby dragon is, and it's the thing that synergizes with it. The thing that has a couple freezes in there. Oh well, all good. Okay, and now we just keep spamming again. And any skull we see we should be taking, just because that thing is very annoying to kill. So that converts away some color. I don't even think I bother poking her, just because of how much reduction she has. Obviously we'll poke her when she's the only thing left. But it would make more sense to kill this first, and leave her as the final option. Gotta be careful though, I don't want this dying. So I'm gonna get that durability back up. Might have to do that again as well. Might be a little bit slower, but we need it not to die. On the final battle, it's fine if it probably goes down, but we need to make sure it survives until the final battle. So I'm gonna overcast it a little bit, just to get our mana going. Okay, let's see. What do we need here? We'll take the purple for now. Grab the yellow. We can poke it directly. I guess we will. How much damage is that? Only 78, gosh. So much reduction. We would find the one. Out of all the things it could transform into, that's like one of the worst. Not because it's going to win, but because it's going to take so much time to actually kill it. Let's see. We'll grab that. Grab that. Oh! She killed our last slots. Well, at least we still have a backup one. One is technically enough. Plus, it's not like we need to go deathless. Yeah, that's slightly problematic. As long as she doesn't kill the other one, we're fine. Okay. So we make it in. Oh, gosh. Can you not? Can you not? Wow. Well, then. Watch it get another kill somehow. Luckily, there was no death mark on that. What did he place? He placed Curse, Bleed, and Entangle. But I think the Curse is one. No, the Curse couldn't have gone away. What was the other one? Never mind. It might just be Bleed and Tangle. No, we could easily kill it with just one for the final battle. We should be fine. It does hurt us some, but it's not going to be too big a deal, I don't think. I'll find out. That's why we have the extra sigil. Yeah, that was really unlucky on that middle battle there. The summon that it got. That was probably one of the more viable summons it could have potentially gotten. Because the spell reduction made it really hard to really touch it at all. Compared to pretty much any other dragon. And then it got this summon, which makes it take even longer. We'll grab those yellows. That does have Curse on it. Luckily it has not Death Mark. Death Mark would be the worst thing that could happen right about now. Good, no Death Mark still. A lot of annoying effects, but none of it is Death Mark. Okay, and that should be the kill. Okay, now final battle with one of each. Except for the other guy. We should be okay. I'll find out. How much damage can we do to it? So what's the other going to take? Like 4 casts? 5 casts? He's obviously the first thing we're going to want to kill. I'm pretty sure we kill in order of Torterus. And then we go for the Inferno Machine so he doesn't keep getting resummoned. Pretty sure that's the game plan here. Okay. Let's see. We'll take that. Yeah, this is why I wanted to have more than one sigil. Even if we got Valraven yesterday and we had 2 battles, there was a good chance we would have still failed the first attempt. But hopefully we can get it on this first attempt. So always need to get like a feel for the delve first. Do I cast Iron Jaw? Or do I just Skull? The biggest issue here is that I can't take mana for our cast. However, casting Iron Jaw is almost the inverse of that. And that'll block our mana. However, when we have a board with like no move like this, I guess it's fine to do because we're about to go just right into this mana anyways. So we'll do that. Not too much mana off it, unfortunately. But still some nonetheless. Alright, so now we're definitely not going to cast it. Because we can get all that mana right there. And then go for another poke. Unfortunately, not having a second one to apply that poke. That would have killed, too. If we had one more cast right now with a second one, that would be the kill cast. However, as long as we can get this rolling before he gets a cast on us, we should be fine. And even if he does get a cast, hopefully he'll hit one of the things that still have barrier. And if he does, we should be fine. Okay, we're fine. I think we won. The only thing that could really happen now is we get trolled by Skull Spam or by, which will be really unlikely given that we could keep removing it, or by him just constantly summoning and getting chip damage off of Cascades. So right here, I'm actually going to get rid of all the skulls just to reduce his chance of doing anything. So that just made it so he did nothing. As badly as I want to take red and try for Sky, we are just going to take the Doom Skulls to play it safe. Let's see. I guess we'll go for our purple right here. And we do land it somewhat, not for an extra turn or anything, but we're back to full mana now. We'll leave that thing last because it's going to be 1,000 after 1,000. So no point in really going for that now. Next thing we target down is his Summoner. Yeah, that will also be the thing that creates the skulls, so we do want to make sure we get rid of that. And then we just keep buffing this up whenever we can, and keep taking our purple whenever we can, as well as yellow, of course, to get our mana back up. And we just kind of keep cycling that over and over and over again until we're good to go. Okay, anything else we need to take here? We'll grab a yellow over there. He'll do some skulls. Do we take skull? I almost feel like removing them all right now. He's going to anyways. Do you get boost ratio off it? Yeah, he actually gets durability boost ratio off it. So we will go for that there. And we'll take that skull as well. But then again, I really shouldn't be skulling against him. He's going to have 1,000 stats by the time we start trying to kill him. So let's keep trying to kill a summoner. One more poke will kill it. Just need the mana now. Yeah, even with one dead, it looks like one is enough. One's obviously a lot slower, but still enough to get it done. For durability's sake, I think I do go for the thing here. For the boost ratio as well. Blocks our mana a little bit, but it's fine. Because that pretty much gets it to full regardless. He's going to poke us, but we got enough durability, that's fine. We'll throw that down onto that, and we're good to go. Now he can no longer get any summon. Now we worry about his final one, just so it doesn't gain any more durability, then focus on that guy. And then we're pretty much good to go. And that'll be a match. And then we just have to deal with this thing with 1,000 stats. I guess it's kind of good that he doesn't gain attack right now. Though if he did gain an attack, we'd be able to boost ratio him to death. But at least right here, we don't really need to worry about that. Okay, one more hit on there. As long as it doesn't gain all of its mana back, which hopefully it won't in this time. Come on, get an extra turn. No. Unfortunate. Okay, he just got full mana. I actually need a Skull Distract him here. So hopefully he will go for that, though we have no way of making him... Actually, never mind. We got full mana right there. That's fine. So we can actually kill him before he gains any more durability, which is perfect. And now we just have to deal with this. Make sure this gets durability back. I'll try to wait on that. He's... How many hits away are you? We have 50% reduction, so you still got a ways before you die. So we'll hold a little bit on that. Start getting this thing back to full mana again. And then throw this on the other thing. We'll let him have a skull. Or maybe I shouldn't be. Because now I need to cast regardless, right? No, we theoretically can tank 2 more hits. They'll do it right here, right, as we're about to mana generate, I think. So yeah, we're going to do it right here then. And then we go for this. And then we go for some yellow to feed it up directly. And hopefully get sky yellow or that. That works too. I am going to take skull here just so he doesn't. Also because we're going to be starting to work on his durability soon. Though not quite yet. We still need to go for one more tap on the other guy. And then we can start going for him. But yeah, this is a pretty easy faction. We kind of thought it would be a pretty easy faction because of boost ratio. This attack boost ratio benefits us way more than it benefits the enemy. It's one of the few that actually has an insanely good boost ratio. Actually, I think it might be the only delve that has a boost ratio like that, oddly enough. Even though there's many troops in the game that have it. It's one of the only few delve troops that has a upscaling thing that actually benefits you more than the enemy. Theoretically, instant kills are also like that. That they technically benefit you more than the enemy. However, as far as actual direct boost ratio based on stats, that's probably one of the most beneficial things we've ever gotten through faction. Is a 1-to-1 additional damage based on attack. It's not auto-win, but it definitely makes this delve quite a bit easier compared to most delves. Because you get to scale more from it than the enemy does. Okay, and now we just keep poking it till it dies. Actually, I probably should have let it buffed one more time. I guess it didn't matter. I guess he net gained, or net lost more than he... because we hit all in armor, whereas he was trying to gain HP in armor, and obviously he can't gain any more HP. So I guess that was fine to do. And I just keep chipping him over and over and over again. This will take a while, but it's just a really easy win at this point. Like, there's almost no way we lose unless we just get absurdly unlucky. We'll do that once just to get a little bit of extra durability. It's very unlikely he's going to kill, but now we don't need to worry about ever casting it probably for the rest of this battle. Should be good to go from there. Now it's just a matter of applying the damage. Though easier said than done. But we should be able to damage at a quicker rate at which it gets its stats back. because it's only getting like about 270 stats per cast or so. Because 262 right there plus whatever it gets from skulls. And we're doing like 300 something damage to it because we're doing 108 plus its attack. So we're doing more damage per cast and it gains durability per cast. And I will let him have the skulls because the skulls aren't really doing too much damage. Oh no, I guess we'll go for it. If nothing else, it is 3 damage per turn. I guess keeping a flame on him is not necessarily a bad thing. Let's see. We get that again. He's almost there. So close. So very close. Yep, 2 more hits will do it. Or actually probably 3 more because he's going to gain more durability by then. At least 1 more time. If not multiple. Okay, he is technically in one-shot range right now, though. I believe that is 1 shot. However, he just got out of 1 shot pretty much immediately. Because he's about to go cast. Okay, so he's out of 1-shot range, unfortunately. Now he's really out of 1-shot range. Gosh, he actually just net gained durability during all that. That's not nice. The struggle of only having 1 left. If we had 2 of them, this wouldn't be as big an issue. Because we could burst a bit better. Let's need to make sure our first slot doesn't die. And it's actually starting to get to the point where it almost can, so let me go for that. Just in case. Go for that as well. Get a bunch of mana accumulation. Somehow last slot not having full mana by 1. Okay, he is in 1-shot range. We can get all of our mana before he does anything here. Okay, I think we just won. There we go. Purification has been complete. It is a pretty annoying delve, but it's actually is insanely easy. It just has all. It just takes a while to actually get all the chip damage down. But there we go. We have done it. 500 faction points right there, which of course means we have yet another to go with our stash of 2,500s. Another 2,500 faction on Depths of Sin, and I don't think we really get much for it. But we're currently at +2 attack, +5 HP. Which technically was possible due to this delve, because I believe 48,000 was the +1 HP, which was within the last 2,500. But yeah, 2 attack, 5 HP, 4 armor, and 1 magic are our stats right now from delve bonuses. And per day we're getting 1,490 extra gold and 37 additional random ingots, both of which are pretty irrelevant, but better than nothing, I guess. But there we go. Another purification down. And now the only one left is Sea of Sorrows, which is in 2 weeks from now. Not next week's Tuesday, but the following week's Tuesday. So technically less than 2 weeks from now. It's like, what is that, 9 days, 10 days? But yeah, 2 Tuesdays from now will be Sea of Sorrows. And then we'll go do Sea of Sorrows. And then boom, we are done with all delves after we go do Sea of Sorrows. And then we don't need to go spam all of our gems anymore on these. Obviously, we'll still have to do it for the monthly one. But as far as, you know, as far as newer delves coming into the game, we'll have them all maxed, so we don't need to worry about it then. Be pretty nice. What are our offers today? I believe they were all useless. So here are my offers that I got today. We got Crafting Wealth, which is 30 diamonds, or technically 60 diamonds, for pretty overpriced. You'd be better off buying the 50 pack every single day, even on off days, rather than going for that pack. This is like the 3rd time it tried selling this to me. It really wants me to level my Dervish hero class. Is my Dervish the lowest? Or is it just doing this because of the power level thing? But it really, really wants me to level my Dervish. To level 19. Or to get the kingdom to level 19. Let's see, Drifting Sands, where are you? Isn't that not even a possible right now? No, it's not even possible. You know what? I should probably go try getting to level 80 so it stops giving me that offer. Because the reason it's giving me that offer is because of, that's weird. Why is there 2 Dervish pages? That's weird. That's a weird glitch. Look at that. If I go back, there's like a 2nd Dervish page. That doesn't show my traits or anything properly. But yeah, I should probably get that to level 80. Because that's the reason why it keeps telling me to go level it. So I might need to go work on Dervish to 80. And then we have this one, which is a normal non-VIP one, so we get a 25% bonus on it. And it gives us 15 of all the thingies and 50 diamonds. This one also is obviously not worth it. You're better off just sticking with the Tuesday ones. I mean, the Sunday ones. And if you truly wanted to get that many resources, I think you'd be better off just spending 300 gems and buying the pack every single day. And that would give you 20 of every single color and 20 diamonds per day for a total of 120 diamonds. I thought those offers were bad. Yeah, compared to that, it looks amazing. Like, if we go to dungeons real quick and just do a comparison, though I have to do a battle before we can see it, so let me just kill this out real quick. Sure, we'll run this. Why not? But if we just go and quick kill this with the Phoenicia team, you can see that the offer that you get daily is actually better than that. And I was even considering this to be bad value, and then they added an even worse value. Fortunately, I got a summon right there, but we have plenty of follow-up. But this offer right over here, this daily offer for 50 gems, is actually better. Oh, it gives way more than that. I forgot. It gives 100. I thought this only gave like 20 or something. Never mind. Yeah, wow. But yeah, look at how big of a difference this is. If you just spent every single day, let's just say 1 week of buying these. In 1 week of buying these, you get 200 diamonds, 100 of every color, and I forget how many shards, but it's a couple thousand, as well as some souls and some runics of various colors, and a celestial and some gem keys. And that's cost you 350 over the course of a week, because 7 days, 50 gems per day for 350. So that's that. You get 200 diamonds and 100 of every color for 350 over the course of a week. Plus you're getting other loot, but let's just ignore all that other loot. Let's just assume that's all you get is 200 diamonds and 100 of each color. Now, if we go over to this offer here, and this is 25% discounted too. Normally it would cost you 500. But let's just assume that's always its price, the 25% discount. So it's 25 gems more, and all you get is 15 of each rather than 100, and only 50 diamonds rather than 200. How is that supposed to be a good offer? Even at 100 gems, I would be skeptical of that. I think the most it could go for is 200. And then 25% would bring it to 150. Even then, I'd be skeptical of it, but at least that would be a little bit more in line with how the dungeons are. But yeah, dungeons are like 4 times more loot for 25 gems cheaper, or 150 gems cheaper if you don't have the little discount thingy on it whenever it pops up. Yeah, at 100 gems, it would definitely be worth it for people that still need diamonds. And same as this. If this was like 50 to 75 gems or so, it'd probably be worth it for people that still need diamonds. But at that price, it's way too much. A lot of them are way too overpriced. Hey, here's the rest of our copies of our pet. Obviously, we don't need to upgrade it now that we just finished out the delve, but there we go. 100 shards and 30 of the little pet to have it maxed. There we go. And yeah, we almost got all factions maxed. So close. If we go to our little page thing over here, we can see that we're pretty much almost there. We can see that our total faction is almost there. Once that number is that times 2,500, you know that the person has every single faction maxed. And as we can tell by our number, we are only 1 away. So very, very close. And our largest treasure hoard is 222. Our average treasure hoard is 170. And our overall total, if you add up every single hoard, is 3,412. I'm just curious what that number is overall. I feel like most people don't bother getting that too high, though. There's probably someone who's trying to get 1,000 on one. It costs so much. It costs an absurd amount. It costs like billions upon billions of gold. I would not advise ever trying to get a 1,000 faction. It is so absurdly expensive to do so. What was I looking for? I was looking for global. Let's find someone else who's absurdly high level. Let's see. Lynx, I've seen you around a lot. Let's see. Yeah, highest is only 122. Average 105. Though does have a lot of pure factions then. Not as many. But still almost all of them. Let's see. Who else is really, really high level? Looking for like a 1,500 plus. There's almost a 1,500 plus. Let's see. So here we have a 132 highest, 101. And looks like all but about 4 or 5. Probably about 5 factions not done. Let's see. Can we get a higher level? Can we get someone else who's also 1,500 plus? It's bound to be someone in global that high. Maybe they're not talking at the moment. Apparently not. Nope, I don't see anyone else that high. I feel like a lot of people don't go for it. Like even this person's actually higher on that. Not as many pure factions done, but higher in its largest horde level. But anyways. And I actually have, what's his name, already to 200 as well, for when we do it in 2 weeks from now. We already got it to 200 a couple streams ago, or several streams ago. I think we did that last week. Actually, I believe that we did that on the 24-hour stream, or, you know, the day-long stream that we did for the 4-year anniversary of the channel on April 23rd. Also, I feel like my sleep schedule is still behind due to that day. But yeah, we did it on that day at some point during that massive stream. We ended up getting this thing to 200. We tried some Sea of Sorrow stuff. Weren't able to get it. We got to the last battle as we have before, but it's that last battle has so much true damage to do it without it. Yeah, Sea of Sorrow is one of the hardest ones. The main thing that makes it hard is the true damage. Getting to the final battle is easy. Surviving against a legend on the final battle is the main thing that makes this delve difficult. It's basically like Gargoyle, but worse, because it does true damage. It's basically a Gargoyle that does true damage. So if you thought Hall of Guardians was hard, Sea of Sorrows is basically the same thing with true damage, which obviously does basically twice the amount of damage. So if you don't have the stats to survive that, or the instant barrier off of potions, you can pretty much just die out of nowhere, especially if he hits 2 adjacent ones, because it'll hit you for 150% damage due to the splash, because he double taps. And not only can he hit through barrier that way, even when we'll have potion effect of barrier, but if you don't have barrier and you're just doing it like normally without any potion effects, that's pretty much going to kill you. If he does a double adjacent hit, you're going to die, because that's just so much damage that you need so many stats to survive it. Hopefully our potion effects will be enough that we can. Plus we'll have barrier, so that's a whole nother instance. If we can survive at least one of his hits, which generally you're not able to, but if we're allowed to with potion effects, which we should be able to, we should be okay. Because the biggest issue is that once we get past that point, we should be okay. But the only other issue, though we were able to get that when we were testing it earlier, is there's not really an easy way to kill the legend. We did get a toad during one of those battles, so that might actually be a strategy if we try bringing that forward. Is try getting in a delve to give us the toad battle, have it convert one of our troops into a toad, then drag it to first slot so we can kill it quickly, and then kill it quickly before it can really do any damage. Because once you kill the legend, you pretty much win. But you can't really target out the legends when you're doing the normal build, because you're mostly doing skull damage, and you have to work from the top down. And I think the legend's on like the 3rd or 4th slot or something, which makes it a lot harder and annoying to do. But yeah, where's the legend? It's on last slot. So the only way you can actually kill it directly is if you go get a toad, because you don't normally run Mershark. You can try doing off a Deep King random hit, but given that he's all the way in the last slot, the chance that you would actually hit the Deep King is slightly lower, since Mershark and Sea Witch would be the 2 most likely ones to really take most of the damage, due to how the splash damage kind of thing works. But yeah, you almost have to go that toad method that we were doing. We kind of unintentionally got it last time, but when we're doing pure faction for this place, we might need to intentionally get one of our troops transformed into a toad. Hope it is not, or it would have to be one of our 2 Deep Kings. Hope it's one of our 2 Deep Kings that we're running, and then drag his Deep King to first slot, quick kill it, and then go from there. But it seems like one of the main strategies we'd have to go for. The only benefit of Deep King being in the last slot, though, is he is completely blocked on blue. However, I don't believe he's blocked on his other color, which I should forget what it was off the top of my head. But I think it's red. I think he's red-blue. But his other color is not blocked. So that's the problematic part, because he does get to accumulate mana while the other 3 are still alive. If it was double blocked, that would actually work pretty well, because then we could just keep Deep Kinging until... I don't believe he's double blocked. Let me double check the things. I'm almost guaranteed he's not double blocked. And that's the problem that makes the battle so difficult, is that he isn't double blocked. Let's see. Sea of Sorrows. But I'm pretty sure he's not double blocked. Sea of Sorrow, Sea of Sorrow. Oh, wait, he actually is. It was that one that was red-blue. I knew there was a red-blue there. Hold up, he is double blocked. So yeah, we could go for that strategy then. Never mind. Yeah. I never actually realized he was double blocked. So we could go the double Deep King method. with potion effects, have a lot more damage than normal, be able to hit for like 100 something, 200 something, and then just keep spamming Deep King until hopefully Deep King dies on their opposing team while he's double mana blocked. She does create blue-brown though, so he's generally going to get a surplus of mana quite a bit because of all the excess from her. But yeah, it is purely blocked, so if we just get enough Deep Kings down quick enough, we should be okay. That's probably going to be the game plan for 2 Tuesdays from now. And we'll go from there. But anyways, let me go hand out a redeem code for doing Pure Faction. Then we'll go mess around with other stuff, dailies, all that good stuff. Maybe get a little bit more gold in there. Maybe go get some Dervish leveling, because Dervish apparently wants to be leveled. And he keeps telling me like 3 days now, hey, go do this. This is like one of the only kingdom requirements we need. So until we get Dervish to level 80, it's probably going to keep telling us, hey, go get Dervish XP. I was wondering, like, wait, why does it keep giving me Dervish? But now I just realized because, we actually need it to get to power level 19. It actually even says that on the thing as well. Let's see. Where is the code section? Codes. I think we used this one last time. It should be the one below. Also, Salty did give me more codes, so I have enough codes for like all of May already. So we're good to go. Don't need to ask her for a while now. I made sure to ask ahead of time before we actually needed more. So we should be set for a while now. As far as codes are concerned. Where did the thingy go to? Why is my thing so out of order? Okay, put that there, put that there, put that there, put that there. Oh, apparently we used that one as well. I might need to go mark a couple of these. Have we already used 2 codes? Oh yeah, we gave out 2 codes on yesterday's stream. I was gonna say, how did we already use down to that point? But duh, I forgot. We handed out 2 during the yesterday morning stream when we were doing the delves. Forgot about that. There you guys go. Here you go. Use this on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply click that link. Both go to the same location. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says in the bottom left corner right over there is what you put in. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters, the thing that starts with 828 and all that. And then it gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. But there you guys go. And as that. And those gem keys can be used for the mythic if you want. However, it is a pretty bad mythic, as we've already gone over. And we'll have the video up on the delve very soon, especially now that we've done Pure Faction and got it means tested. We know exactly how to work now whenever we go and kind of explain everything with it. Because that's one of the only slight issues with going over these teams prior to actually doing Pure Faction is we didn't actually get to test Pure Faction, but one nice thing about doing it after we've already done Pure Faction is, how is there so many things with the word tart in their name? But one nice thing about doing it after the fact is we've already gotten to test it some, so we kind of know how it's going to pan out and can make judgment based on that. But there we go. How do you level classes? Do you prefer spamming low-level Explorer or making a quick team for left PvP? I tend to do Explore. However, I have recently been doing the left PvP, mostly because left PvP does slightly more gold than Explorer. It also technically has higher gold rate. I mean, it has higher gold rate and higher XP rate. The main reason I don't normally do this is I hate having to repick spam. And some days more so than ever, you have to repick spam like crazy, which I do hate doing personally. But aside from that, it is pretty good value. You don't get tokens from it, but you do get ingots as a trade-off. So I'm going to switch from Doomsayer to Dervish, because apparently the game really wants me to level Dervish. So you know what? We're going to level Dervish, because it keeps telling me to. So we're going to. Otherwise, that middle offer might keep being the useless Dervish XP, which I do not need. Well, let's go get useless Dervish XP so it'll stop asking me for it. Once we get this to level 80, it should stop giving me the daily to go level Dervish. Oh yeah, I'm not set to armor right now, am I? I was wondering, like, why did that not kill? I'm not set to armor, am I? Let's go do that right now. Let's see. That's not armor either. There we go. Okay, that should help. Oh, yeah. Tart is part of start. So everything with the word start has it in it. was gonna say, what on earth has tart in it so much? But yeah, it's because of the word start. And a lot of things have start. They can start with a certain amount of mana, start with a certain effect, start with storm. There's like a billion different starts. That's why there's so many tarts. Oh yeah, we get to start with a lot of armor. We're gaining 24 from having 3 medals on right now. For 24 total from that, 8 each. And we're also gaining it from just all of the stats that we naturally have, which are accumulated through a lot of things, mostly kingdoms. That's the problem with not using Phoenicia here. It doesn't actually get to kill. Though Dervish, I don't believe, has Red Storm. Though if it does, we actually could use it for that. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have Red Storm, though. I'll just stick with Explorer if we're going to be doing the Rowan method. Let me see. Do you have Red Storm? I don't believe Dervish has Red Storm. Pretty sure it does not. No, you do not have Red Storm. So you know what, we're just gonna spam and explore. Not that big a deal. We'll do our normal area, so it gets that nice consistency in there. Yeah, I need to start working on that a little bit more, so the game stops telling me that I need to go level Dervish. Because apparently it's gonna keep asking me to do so until I do. Don't hit my Rowan. Now we're not going to have enough damage. Oh, no, we still have enough damage. Even after our poke. Still gets the kill. Nice to see. Better late than never, but I'm here. Hello, John. Welcome. Glad I can make it. Yeah, we just finished out Purification for Sin of, Depths of Sin. And right now we're trying to get Dervish EXP because the game keeps telling me to level Dervish, so we are. We need to get to level 80. Yes, you're able to watch ads every 8 hours if you so choose. I believe I took one in the last 8 hours, so I don't think mine has one. But no, it's been able to let me, I believe, every 8 hours. I haven't really seen an instance where it didn't let me. Other than if the timer was still going. If you were inside the game the entire time, try restarting the game. And see if that lets you do it. Like, completely force close the app. And reopen it and see if that helps. You've gotten 100 only. I've gotten 3,000 gold, 100 gold, 400 gold, and 50 shards, I believe, were the drops I've gotten so far. I've yet to see Gem Key, and I've yet to see the 3 Glory Keys, and obviously several other drops. But of the relevant ones, I haven't seen Gem Key or 3 Glory Keys. Gem Key and 10 gems. 10 gems and Gem Key and 3 Glory Keys are the 3 most relevant. 3 Glory Keys is worth about 3 gems. 10 gems is worth 10 gems. 1 Gem Key is worth 9 gems. And the other one was 3,000 gold, which is technically also worth pretty little, but I believe it's the highest of the gold amounts. I think there's some kind of soul amount you could get. I don't think we've gotten souls yet. Though 100 souls is technically better than 100 gold. Though both are pretty pitiful loot. I thought our redeem codes having 200 souls in it was pretty bad. Now those are even worse. The ones in the ads. Can you graph Sugoff twice? Yes, however, it's not advised. But yes, it is possible to craft Zukov twice. Though it's a complete waste of resource, and I would not advise doing it. because they might add something else to craft using orbs into the future. And orbs could probably be used for better purposes. But yes, it is technically possible, if you so wanted to craft a second Zugaf. You could theoretically craft 4 of them if you ever got that many resources. The only people that bother doing that are just to show off the fact that they have multiple. Pretty much. There's no actually viable team that uses more than one. At least not currently, anyways. There's our 20 daily gems. We need those. Every gem we can get our hands on, we're going to need these days. $32 power orbs. Gosh, how do you have so many power orbs? That's a lot of power orbs. That had to have been from some amount of leaderboarding. I still, on my main account, have never gotten a power orb off a leaderboard. I have on my Switch account 3 times. But I've never done it on my main account yet. It's really expensive to do so. Yeah, 32 power orbs is how much you would need for 4 Zugafs. Which is extremely high. Very, very, very few people have ever done it. Like, I'm not even sure if that number has reached double digits yet. How did I get mine? Well, you can craft power orbs. You craft all of your orbs to the bigger orbs. And then you craft your bigger orbs into powers. And then those powers into Zugaf. You should never craft the small greens and the big greens, though. But small blues and the big blues, and small oranges and the big oranges, for the purpose of making a Zugaf is worth it. But only for the purpose of making a Zugaf is it worth it. Yeah, multiple Zugaf teams are actually pretty easy to kill. Because you could just use the raid boss counter troop to kill them. And just one-shot them. And then one-shot them again. They're really easy to kill. Zugaf is currently the only player-owned troop that counts as a boss. And that means every single one of those raid troops that do multiple extra damage against bosses do multiple extra damage against Zugaf. It's one of the main things that makes Zugaf pretty weak. Because he's extremely hard countered by the boss counter troops. And there are a ton of them. There's like 34 of them in the game or so. And then however many less than 34 there's probably added in the near future. There's like 30-something troops that counter it with one-shot damage. It's one of the reasons why multiple Zugaf isn't viable. And the fact that it has such a massive mana cost. You're running 2 of the exact same troop that has the highest mana cost in the entire game. Which is rather clunky in most situations. Even one of them can be a little bit hard to fill depending on the team sometimes. Once it gets going, it like auto wins. Yeah, I've made top 6 on leaderboards before. Like within the top 6 to get the third to 6 reward. Because there's a reward for first, there's a reward for second, third, that's the same. Then there's a reward for 4th to 6, I believe. And I ended up getting that reward before. Possibly twice, I actually forgot to count on it. I know I got it at least once, if not a couple times. But no, I've never gotten in top 3, and I never gotten top 1. At least on this account, anyways. But yeah, they were really expensive to get. In the current state of the game, I think a power orb costs like 7,000 gems, I want to say. Like 5 to 7,000. It is really expensive. And it's not just like you pay those gems and then you immediately get the orb. You also have to go do tons of battles. Often to a very, very long degree. Like, for example, look at how high faction probably already is. And how long you would have to have done it to actually have it. So we're at 1,160. If you would have done all battles, I believe you'd be a little bit closer to 1,600. And then all these people did a bunch more, 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 and look at that. You would have to be at 20 million, and the weekend's not even over yet. But you'd have to be at over 20 million points, which if you break that down as far as how many more battles, I believe that is probably 5,000 to 7,000 more than how much we've already spent. So that's a lot, because you're getting only per 3 battles. Where's your shop thingy? Every single time you buy this, you're getting 3 additional battles for the cost of 200 gems. So that's a lot. You break that down, every 1,000 is what? 15 additional battles for 1,000. And every single full delve floor is giving you like a couple 100,000. And then you have to keep doing that over and over again to over 20 million, apparently. That's a lot of gems you'd have to throw down. Not to mention the amount of time you'd have to do to get all those battles. Like, imagine how long we've been doing it right now. And that is with some skip method. Because obviously you'd be doing every single room if you're doing this. And then to have to do every single room. Though you would have so much potion effect that you actually would kill them pretty quickly. You could almost like full AoE kill them at that point. So I guess technically it might not take that long. Because you have to keep in mind, I keep forgetting that too, the amount of stats you would have is absurd. Because with how many packs he had to have bought of the final, he at minimum bought it like 50 times. Or maybe not 50 times, but probably like 60 or 70. And I don't know, maybe it was 100 times. Let's just say it's 100 times. That's 700 all stats. That's pretty much almost 1,000 stats. Like, all his stats are 1,000. So I guess technically that's not too bad, because you just AoE to AoE and then dead. You could double AoE wipe an entire team with that many stats. So they probably go really, really, really quick. However, you would have to have thrown an absurd amount of gems. So he technically could have gotten those battles done ultra quick then. I don't know, we might try it eventually. If I was to do it on any event, I feel like I would do it on a faction event. If I was to do it. Yeah, you could just Phoenicia one-shot each room. With the stealth, couldn't you? Yeah. Because you'd have double damage. And you'd have a little over 2,000 damage. You'd have about 2,020 damage or so. So you theoretically could Phoenicia one-shot every room. With that many stats. You theoretically could. Because the Phoenicia team is available. I even ran it for the earlier battles. Not that one. But yeah, I even ran it for the earlier battles. Ruthering Staff, Phoenicia, Leprechaun, Mirage Queen. Works very, very quick. Obviously, I only did it up until the point where she was able to one-shot. And she was able to one-shot up to about like 130 or so. But obviously, if you had a lot more potion effects, she'd be able to one-shot the entire time. Did I forget any dailies? Why do I feel like I didn't do Adventure Board yet? Because we probably didn't do it yet. Yeah, we didn't. Nothing good on Adventure Board, but I still want to go grab it for XP. Nonetheless. Hello, Captain! Welcome. The Power Orb offer is going to come in at 15,000 gems. Gosh. Are they really going to make it that expensive? I feel like a Power Orb, realistically, should be worth about 5,000 gems. However, with how much leaderboard contention there is for Power Orbs, it's probably worth at least 10,000. But 15,000 seems a little bit steep. Imagine misclicking that when you don't actually want it. Let's see. Oh, that was with over 50 packs? Yeah, I assumed it was about that many. I said it was about 60 to 70. That sounds about right. Yeah, we were running Phoenicia one-shot for the earlier battles. But it falls off, obviously, with less potion effects. Whereas with infinite potion effects, it'll be able to one-shot all the way. It never stops one-shotting. Oh no, every time I've tried watching an ad on mobile, it has never yet not let me. From my experience personally. Though now it wouldn't right now if I checked because I believe it's still on a timer. Which obviously I can't because it's on a timer. But every time the timer has said, okay, yeah, you can go watch an ad now, it always let me watch one. Though you're not missing much if you can't do it. You're not missing much at all. Ad loot is extremely low. It's like 1 second worth of PvP is about how much loot you get. And it takes almost a minute. Because it's a 30-second ad and then the time to actually get there and, you know, turning it on, turning it off. So it's like 1 minute for 1 second's worth of PvP, pretty much. Is about what it comes down to, for the most part. There we go. Adventure board done. So we did that. We got all of our dailies out of the way. Oh, no, we didn't. I didn't finish out dungeons from earlier. We just ran some Phoenicia. I'm not running on magic right now, am I? Oh, well. Hopefully it's still enough damage without magic. We'll find out. Well, that one still died without it. Hopefully this other one will too. I feel like they'll ever so barely survive without magic. Because without the magic bonus, we're doing 24 less damage to everything. Which is quite a substantial difference. Yep. But they barely lived. Oh, we have cleanup. And down it goes. I know, that microscopic X button in the corner of the screen. That are on those ads. I'm kind of used to that because my alarm clock that I use actually has the same one that I use on the phone. I've had a big issue with like alarm clocks that just wouldn't work for me, like physical ones, just because the alarm just wasn't good enough. But I finally found an app that about a month or two ago that has a really good one, but it has an ad that plays like after every single one. It's so hard to always find the X because it keeps changing locations and they make it like so microscopic. But I really like it because it works 100% of the time. I've never had any issue with it yet, not waking me up. Doesn't mean I'm not tired sometimes when it wakes me up, but it gets me up. You have 344 million gold, gosh. Yeah, I need to get on the farm of gold farming grind again. I keep throwing it all. I've been at like the lowest gold for a while now. Oh, we're slowly starting to repair it. I think we're about out 2 million or so. Actually, yeah, we can see right there, 2,090,000. Of course, we're gonna have to throw 1.5 million as soon as Monday gets here. Also, I might have to throw some before that, because guild, come on, we need to get all tasks done. This is the lowest we've been on tasks for a while. How have we not gotten it yet? Might need to go kick someone who's really low. Do we know what's up with the current Osman gold? He's the only person that hasn't done absolute minimum. We have a lot of people at 1 million that aren't doing it. The only reason I was keeping it at 1 million was assuming that we'd still be able to get all these. But if people aren't going to do 1.5 million on occasion to get it up, we might need to make that a requirement. Start kicking people that don't do 1.5 million. But the whole kind of agreement with people doing 1 million only is that we can actually still reach the goal of getting these all done. Well, the 1.5 million requirement, it would definitely be done every single time without needing to worry about it. Because even once Osman gets in his thing, that's not going to be enough. We are going to be ever so slightly short. However, theoretically, the final reward doesn't really matter as much. It's mostly this, the 2 deeds, I would say, that matter a little bit more. Well, this one, I guess both of them kind of do matter. But, come on, we're so close. I can do, like, one of them right now, just so I don't forget. Yeah, I guess we'll do it. Why not? That's as far as I'm going. There we go. All right, now we just need someone to do the rest of brown. And more importantly, get that to the red deed. We're so close. Come on, guild. Hopefully I don't have to throw more gold than that because we are so low right now. Ah, there we go. Anyways. Does anyone else have any other question? Otherwise, I think we're going to be heading out for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. I didn't get to do Animal Crossing today. But we'll be doing Animal Crossing tomorrow and celebrating May Day, which I still haven't done that for Animal Crossing yet, as well as doing all of our May stuff because I haven't really been able to do that yet on stream. And I've been holding off on a couple of them. Other than that, obviously, Gems of War will be at the same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we are every night. And other than that, we'll have the video up soon going over Faction now that we've completely finished it out and know absolutely everything related to it. So we'll go from there and have a bit of fun. And then we have our Monday event with the new switchover and all that going on with our new weekly stuff. And obviously tomorrow night we'll be going over all the new stuff coming out throughout the week, the following week. Is it worth trying to go for the PvP leaderboard? Not really. You'd mostly do it for the gold more so than anything else. PvP leaderboard loot is really, really bad as far as what it actually gives. It's extremely dated. But yeah, you only get 100 gems, some gold, which you already would have gotten like billions of on the way there, some mythic ingots, which are worth 0, and some arcanes. I guess if you really wanted a little bit more arcane, however, you can farm that many arcanes within 1 hour of explore, and to do that, just to do like 100 hours of PvP doesn't seem as worth it. It does take a lot of hours, maybe not 100 hours. That's exaggerating it a bit, but I think you need to put like 40 to 80 hours in to get first place. I'm not sure how many hours it takes these days. Theoretically, if you just want to go for leaderboard but don't like overextend, theoretically the best place to place is 100th to 51st, because this gives 5 epic ingots, and 5 epic ingots is technically, of the ingot rewards, the best reward. It's also the lowest you can go to get 2 of the arcane rather than just 1 of the arcane. So if you want to go for a leaderboard but you don't want to extend to like an absurd amount of dozens upon dozens of hours, your best bet is to go for 100 to 51 and stay exactly within that range and go claim this loot right here. And that'll give you 20 gems, 5 epic ingots, and 2 arcanes of the week, which is currently only pure yellow, which isn't really that useful of one. But that's a lot easier to do because first place is currently 215,000. So yeah, you're probably not contesting that. However, it's a lot easier to try to contest something like this, which is at 30,000 right now. Or, you know, by the time we get to tomorrow, probably closer to 33,000 or so. But that's a lot easier to deal with compared to doing over 100,000 points in a single week, which is what the entirety of top 6 is at this point, if you wanted to make top 6. But yeah, a lot more manageable to do like a 30, like in the 30-something thousands. A lot more manageable. Let's see. Is there a spot open in your guild? I don't believe so, though we might be kicking someone this week, depending on how gold rates are. I need to go talk to Azala. I'll be doing that tomorrow, so I'll let you know, Knockwolf, and we can see if we can get you in. But at this current moment in time, I do want to talk it out with everyone in the guild before we just kick someone. But yeah, we might be kicking someone tomorrow. And if we do, I'll let you know tomorrow night then, Knockwolf. So we'll let you know then. But anyways, guys, for now, I will be heading out. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Best of luck with the rest of the faction. And best of luck if you're trying for the Mythic. Pretty useless one, but it's still available until the Friday reset, the end of Thursday. So if you're still looking for it, you can still try doing so on Monday keys when you get them, and Tuesday keys. Other than that, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, about an hour prior to now tomorrow. Same time as we always do. And we'll mostly be going over spoilers for the following week and just finishing up whatever we need to finish up for the week. Like maybe we'll go get 2K in PvP, because I just noticed that we didn't do our 1,900 yet for all the other little loot. It's pretty small loot, but hey, it's still worth it. It's pretty nice. The 46 glory keys again, the other couple other scraps. And if nothing else, it gives a couple epic ingots. I think like 2 or 3 of them. And they add up. They're almost at the point where we've maxed out every single weapon. Let's see, how many more epics do we really need? Well, how many do we have right now? We're getting pretty close. 224. I think we're actually really close to not needing epic ingots anymore. Let me double check. I'm looking for upgradable. How many epic weapons do we have left? You know what? We might already be done with it. Are we done with it? I didn't even know. Hold up. Are we done with upgrading epic weapons? Epic ingots are useless to me now. Oh no. Ingots are completely useless. I think we have done it. I'm pretty sure we have just upgraded technically every weapon in the game. Not actually every weapon, but there's a small reason as to why we don't have literally every weapon done. But like Mang and such. But yeah, that is it. We now have every epic weapon in the game maxed. Let's go do these useless legendary weapons I keep forgetting to do with our billions of legendary things. But yeah, now we have essentially every weapon in the entire game maxed, with 2 exceptions. One is Mang, because it's Mang. And the other is all the Doom weapons, because unless you buy an absurd amount of packs, it's actually impossible to have every Doom weapon maxed. They said they were going to add another way to get those, but then never did. Oh, I never even upgraded this thing. Oh, we'll get that too. Anything else? And that's it. So now, as you can see, we have every single weapon in the entire game maxed, with Mang being the only exception as far as non-Doom weapons, is because it's technically better, not maxed than maxed. Not by much, but theoretically. And then only other thing is all the Doom weapons, which technically don't count just because the way of how you go about upgrading them is very limited, unless you throw literal thousands upon thousands upon thousands of gems. I think you would have to throw like 5,000 at every Doom event, or maybe even more than that, to be able to actually max out every single weapon the second it comes out, which most people obviously do not do. There we go. We now have every single legend and below weapon maxed, with the only exclusion being Mang. Or sorry, I should say mythic weapon and below maxed, with the only exception being Mang, which we have deliberately not maxed. But yeah, we don't need epic ingots anymore. And we even have enough spares that even if another epic weapon comes into the game right now, we're already ready to go max it immediately. I actually didn't mess around with Fairy Ring much. Might need to mess around with it a little bit more. A lot of those double convert weapons I always just kind of assume are kind of about the similar. But some of them can get some really good synergies as far as what team compositions they could be used for. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe from the virus. Practice good social distancing. And I will see you guys soon. And as I mentioned, we'll be back tomorrow, about an hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. And we'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we are every night. And we'll be going over all the spoilers for the week. Also, we still have a flash offer? Oh, yeah, that was that useless flash offer. Don't really bother with that. It's a pretty bad one. And I will see you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. And thank you so much for watching. It's greatly appreciated. Goodbye, everyone.